Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It is February 9th, 2023 and Inigo Martinez is still awaiting Barcelona's phone call on whether they're going to sign him or not. Also, Julian Araujo could still sign for the club in the summer. And finally, Ansu Fati could be considering leaving the club at the end of the season. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin with the news that Barcelona's president Joan Laporta gave a very interesting press conference today where he touched on different topics, leaving us several headlines. And the most important headlines is that Joan Laporta himself has confirmed that Barcelona will be able to sign players in the summer transfer market. Now this comes after a lot of speculation and some rumors saying that Barcelona might not be able to sign any players in the summer due to the financial fair play rules restrictions. However, Joan Laporta has confirmed that Barcelona indeed do have a financial plan in place that will allow them to sign several players in the summer. And of course, as we've been talking about for several months now, Barcelona's priorities will be to sign someone for the right back position, whether it's Juan Foyth, Benjamin Pavard, or Inigo Martinez. Someone for the pivot position or the center midfield position, which Barcelona are currently considering Sofiane Amrabat. And finally, the big and long-awaited signing of the Brazilian star Vitor Roque. Now, speaking of signing players in the summer, there's one player who's currently awaiting Barcelona's phone call, and that player is Inigo Martinez. Now, we've talked about Inigo Martinez in the past. He's a 31-year-old left-footed center back who currently plays for Athletic Club de Bilbao, and his contract is set to expire in the summer of 2023. Now, last summer, Barcelona contacted Inigo Martinez and they put an agreement in place where Barcelona would sign him this upcoming summer when he becomes a free agent. And it looks like Inigo Martinez is still awaiting for that Barcelona phone call to see on whether they're going to sign him or not. And as of now, he is not renewing his contract with his current club. Now, Barcelona were very interested in signing Inigo Martinez last summer, but now they're not as interested because they have extended the contract of Marcos Alonso, who the club are very happy with him in that center back position, and Marcos Alonso is left-footed as well. So Barcelona now consider that the signing of Inigo Martinez is not as necessary as before, since they do have a left-footed center back who is Marcos Alonso. Now this doesn't mean that Barcelona are not interested in signing Inigo Martinez at all. They're just not as interested as before, and they could end up signing him after all. And however, it would all depend on what will happen with the left back position. Now, as of now, it is Barcelona's plan to have Alejandro Balde as the starter in the left back position with Jordi Alba as his substitute for next season. However, if Jordi Alba does end up leaving the club, then Marcos Alonso will become Alejandro Balde's substitute, and then Barcelona could consider signing Inigo Martinez. Now, speaking of Marcos Alonso, his father, Marcos Alonso Sr., who was a former Barcelona player in the 80s, has passed away. So I would like to wish Marcos Alonso and all of his family my deepest condolences, and they will definitely be in my prayers tonight. Now, another player that could sign in the summer is Julian Araujo. Now, as you might recall, Barcelona signed Julian Araujo, the Mexican right back from the MLS team LA Galaxy. However, they were unable to register him because they submitted his paperwork 18 seconds after the winter transfer market closed, and neither La Liga nor FIFA accepted this registration. So as a result, Barcelona were unable to complete the signing of Julian Araujo. Well, today, Matteo Alemany has confirmed that Barcelona could still be interested in signing the player in the summer. And he said that Barcelona had been tracking Julian Araujo for quite some time, so they could consider signing him again in the summer. And that the club are currently looking for a solution, either through the arbitration tribunal in Spain to see if they could reverse the decision of La Liga, or another solution would be for Julian Araujo to play for a different team for 5 months and then be able to join Barcelona in the summer. Now on to the news that the Super Sports agent Jorge Mendes was seen landed in Barcelona and headed to the Barcelona offices, where he reportedly met with Joan Laporta and other members of the board of directors in order to discuss several players that he currently represents that are members of the Barcelona first team. Now, one of the reasons why Jorge Mendes met with Joan Laporta, Matteo Alemany, and Jordi Cruyff was to finalize the final details of Alejandro Balde's contract renewal. And it's now being confirmed that Alejandro Balde's contract renewal is completely finished. and Barcelona are hoping to register this contract renewal in the summer once they clear enough space on their wage bill. Now, one of the big names that were discussed during this meeting was that of Ansu Fati, who Jorge Mendes also represents. Now, as we've talked about these past few videos, there's been a lot of rumors that there are several clubs interested in signing Ansu Fati. And as I reported before, Barcelona have no intention of selling him in the summer. And it seems that Barcelona's stance continues to be the same, that they don't want to sell him in the summer. And in fact, Joan Laporta confirmed this during his press conference today. Now, what the news is that Barcelona, if they do receive a substantial offer for Ansu Fati, then they might consider offloading him in the summer. But of course, this would have to be a big offer such as 50, 60, maybe 70 million euros. And Barcelona would be forced to consider it due to the difficult financial situation that the club are currently going through. Now, this doesn't mean that Barcelona would sell Ansu Fati for sure if they do receive a big offer. This just means that given the financial situation, that Barcelona would be forced to consider any big offers that come for Ansu Fati. Now, the other news is also that Ansu Fati is reportedly not happy that he's not getting enough playing time at Barcelona. And he has reportedly told his agent, Jorge Mendes, that Ansu Fati thinks that Xavi does not have confidence in him. And he thinks that Xavi is afraid of telling him this. So Ansu Fati could reportedly consider his future in the summer if things don't change in the first team. Now, another name that came up in this meeting between Jorge Mendes and Barcelona is that of Nico. Now, as you might recall, Nico is currently on loan with Valencia. However, he hasn't been playing much as of late because he has suffered an injury. And Barcelona considered that Nico has not lived up to the expectations, neither at Barcelona nor at Valencia. So it seems that Nico could be put up for sale in the summer, but only, of course, if Barcelona receive a good offer for him, either for a permanent transfer or for a loan. Now, another player that could also be sold in the summer is that of Abde, who Barcelona also considered that he has not lived up to the club's expectation, neither at Barcelona nor at Osasuna, where he's currently spending time there on loan. So Abde could also be either put for sale or be loaned out next summer if a good offer is received by the club. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, Sergio Busquets, through his entourage, has reportedly stated that he would prioritize renewing his contract with Barcelona for one more season. Now, Barcelona have confirmed that they currently have two options that they would like to present to Sergio Busquets in the meeting that they are planning to have with him towards the end of the season. And the first option would be to extend Sergio Busquets' contract by one more year with a substantial salary decrease. Now, the second option would be to offer Sergio Busquets a 6-month salary extension, a contract extension with not as a substantial salary reduction. And they think that this could be a good option for Sergio Busquets because he could stay for another half season to train his replacement. And this could also serve as a preseason for Sergio Busquets. That way, when he does join the MLS, he could join with some playing time under his wing. Now, Barcelona will present these options to Sergio Busquets toward the end of the season, where the final decision will be made. And Barcelona will also take into consideration the performance of the player until the end of the season. So if they notice that Sergio Busquets is not performing as well, then they could consider not renewing his contract at all. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Lionel Messi's brother, Matthias Messi, has apologized for the incendiary comments that he made during a Twitch stream. Now, Matthias Messi was speaking to his son on his son's Twitch stream, and where his son talks about football. And Matthias Messi's made some very incendiary comments where he said that the Messis are never going to go back to Barcelona. And if they do, they're gonna have to do some cleaning at the club, where Joan Laporta is gonna be the first one to be fired. Now, Matthias Messi even went further and said that Spaniards are traitors because they should have protested in the streets and demanded that Joan Laporta leaves the club and that Lionel Messi stay. And finally, Matthias Messi said that before Lionel Messi, nobody knew who Barcelona was, that everybody only talked about Real Madrid, and it was thanks to Lionel Messi that he made Barcelona relevant. Now, these comments are, of course, absolutely absurd and have no basis in reality. Yes, Lionel Messi was contributed greatly to the history of Barcelona and he increased the greatness of Barcelona, if you may. But Barcelona has existed way before Messi, and it will continue to exist after Messi. And in fact, some of the biggest legends in football have played at this club, including Ronaldo Nazario, Maradona, Cruyff, Stoichkov, Rivaldo, Romario, and the list goes on and on and on. Also, it's very unfortunate that Matthias Messi would say something like this about Barcelona, a club that has given his family a lot. And also, it's unfortunate because by doing this, he's hurting his own brother's legacy and love amongst the Barcelona fans, because, of course, these statements have caused a lot of anger amongst Barcelona fans, which is absolutely understandable. Now, Matthias Messi did issue an apology today through his social media account, saying that he was only joking and that he's very thankful to everything that Barcelona has done for his family, and that he considers that Catalunya is his second home. But nonetheless, I think the damage is done by these statements, no matter what kind of apology he issues. And I really think, in my personal opinion, that Lionel Messi should issue his own statement to distance himself from his brother's statements, because I'm pretty sure that Messi had nothing to do with these statements, because that's not the kind of person that he is. We all know the love and affection that Messi has, not only for the club, but also for the city of Barcelona, regardless of what kind of relationship he has with Joan Laporta. Now, I would like to hear from you, so please drop a comment down below letting me know whether you think that Messi's apology was enough, and whether Lionel Messi should issue his own statement, distancing himself from his brother's statements. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I'd like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, Barça.